Alright, so I'm in New York, and what greater place it is to test out this. This is the Insta360 X3 series. I just want to say thank you at Insta for sending out this camera, and in today's video I'll be doing a review on this. So I just had a bunch of fun shooting with this camera, walking around in Times Square, and I wanted to quickly talk about the form factor of this. So as you can obviously see, this is extremely small and compact. You can throw this in your pocket, just walk around, and only remember that you actually have this camera. So on the front you have two buttons. The button on the left side, this is used to either record or take a photo, and on the right side this button selects and goes through the menu. And then on the right side of the camera itself you have the power button, which is used to power it on, and on the button below this you have a quick action, and this you could have selected for many different quick actions. And then above that, that's where you see your speaker. Well, there's actually two speakers, one at the top and one below this. And on the left side, this is the battery, and you could quickly just remove the battery, and then along with that you could insert your SD card. This is where you actually insert this, and above that is a USB-C port which is used to charge this, and it looks like there's another speaker right above the charging port. And there is a beautiful LCD which you could vividly use to look at the settings that you're shooting on. And if you don't want to use that, you could also use your phone, but I'll talk about that a little bit later. And as you can see, there are two cameras, one at the front, one at the back, and this is how you're able to actually get that 360 view. I'm assuming that this shoots both at 180 degrees, and they're able to stitch this back together internally on the software and be able to remove even the selfie stick, which is down here below. So this is just the form factor and size of the Insta360. Hopefully you guys could hear me. I'm still in New York, so there's just a bunch of noise for you. For those of you who have never been to New York, it's always noisy. But there's something that I like about the Insta360 that actually comes with a mobile app that you could either use to control. As I previously mentioned, you don't have to use the LCD touchscreen that is provided on the Insta360. You could have it paired to your smartphone, and I have it paired here, and you could quickly go in if you're someone that's on the go, wants to shoot and edit on your phone. The software on this, I've never had any issues, so you could go in, select, let's see, 2 clips that you have, quickly go through. I'm gonna click next, as you guys could see here, and look, you have a timeline that you could quickly add music, and I'll just select a music that's here. Let me use this, and you could even add text to this. Through this you could add text, and then once you're, let me just add some testing. Well, what is this? Let me do testing Insta360. Let me just reframe that, keep it small, and let me go back down. This is HD. I could export this in HD. You could also go through, add stickers. Let me just add this over here. That looks good. Let me just add it for this section of the video, and you could quickly export this. Let me reframe to 360. But there's also something that I like about this. So as you can see, I'm actually using my phone to actually go through the keyframes or the field of view that is provided on this, and this is pretty cool. So you could have that, and then once I'm finished, I'm gonna hit that export. Let me do custom export settings. This is perfect, and voila, this export is done quickly, and this could be all, as I said, edited straight from the app. So that's a cool feature that I found. Well, that's something that I actually like about the 360. So you don't have to necessarily use the software on your computer itself, but you could do some form of editing, and I don't have any issues while using this on the smartphone. There are several features of this camera that I am fond of. One that really stands out to me is the me mode, and here is how it works. So all you have to do for this is extend your camera out on your selfie stick for a wide angle selfie. I believe this feature will come in handy, especially for vlogging, making it easy to capture your surroundings while you're on the move. What's even better is that the camera automatically eliminates the sight of the selfie stick from your video. How cool is that? So there's virtually no need for editing while using this mode, the me mode. And for me, I must say this is a real time saver for a busy content creator. Then there is this function I've seen prominently across different social media platforms, where you essentially pop the camera into your mouth. I know how that sounds, but just hear me out on this one. Doing this will allow you to capture a broad spectrum in the recording. I particularly find the first-person perspective shots achieved this way quite appealing. Let me know in the comment section if you actually like these shots. And this is all hands-free, so both hands on the steering wheel, and even after, you could reframe the shot if you choose to do so. So for those of you who are thinking about doing a car channel, car reviews, vloggers, I know this will be quite helpful to be able to add to your itinerary. So just to give you a visual, this is how I look from behind the camera, but hey, it gets the job done. All right, let's jump over to the studio software on my Mac. So you choose not to do any of your editing on your phone, and I want to show you how quick and easy it is to actually do this also from the studio Insta360 software. So you could come in once the software is loaded, add your content. I already added my content for my trip over to New York from Times Square, and once your content is already loaded, double click and it will show up on your timeline, which is right here. I want to also show you this view, this 360 view, the tab at the top. You could quickly go through and see like a 360 view of your content that you shot in the 360 5.7K view. But we're gonna jump over back to this section and we're gonna do a quick editing. So I want my timeline to start from here, and I just say mark as trim. This is where my content would start from, and I don't want to use all of this, so I'll set here to be the ending frame of my content. I want to quickly show you how you could add different frames to your content. So this is, we're going to start out with the default view, which is right here, and you could adjust this also. So I'll start off with this being my default view, but after I go down a little bit, let's say until right here, I want to add this tiny planet view, but I don't want it to stay like this. I want it to continue in the same motion of where the car is going. So I will turn it this way, and this will also capture those keyframes to be able to move with your clip. And let's just go over one more, and I'll add one more right here to keep it going in the same direction. And let's say after this, you want to be able to zoom into a building. So let's do a ultra wide, and for this I'll do an ultra wide. We want to look at Foot Locker or T-Mobile. Well, I want to look at Foot Locker or Sephora, and this should be it. So let me show you this content. This video started from the first keyframe, and this we just did in what 5 to 10 seconds. Well, hey, let me add one more thing. So you could also add this fade in and out. Let me just add these to kind of give it a little oomph to your videos, and let's play from the beginning and tell me how this looks. So we start off like this. We go to our tiny planet view. We're driving down across from Macy's. Once that is done, we quickly animate in, and we're looking at a wide view of our content. And once you're finished with this, you could export it. I normally go to a high bitrate, and 3840 is or let me do 3840 is for 4K, and I normally just export in ProRes and export this, and my content there is done. That's what I did to be able to even add the animations, the B-roll to this video that you guys have seen so far. Now I want to thank you for watching this video. Please, if you have not at this moment, like this video, leave your thoughts in the comment section below, share this with your friends and your family. If you're thinking about picking up the Insta360, I hope this video was of much help to you, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, God bless.